Anyway,
Welcome
hi
to episode
guys.
4. We're
Wait,
on a
is it four?
roll. This is 4. We missed last week.
We did miss last
Sorry,
week.
I know all 20 of y'all are waiting in bated
I
breath.
kept getting blown up. They were like,
Really?
no, I'm kidding.
I was about to say, I was like, ain't nobody going.
They were like, where's the new episode, guys? Like, we're
I
ravenous. We need to be
know.
fed.
Everyone's just dying for more content.
We've
What can
just
we
been
say?
busy. We was with the we had shoots and we had to go to
We
film
had
sets and
we had a merch consultation.
yeah,
We had to run logistics for
he
that. We
had
had
bookings.
we were just, it was a busy time for us. What can we say?
Now that the podcast has blown up, we've just gotten
So much attention,
yeah.
just so much is happening so quickly. And we just thank you for all our supporters out there. Just everything that we love and more. But today we are going to be talking about something that I personally am very, 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 very fucking well vested in. I don't know about you. I don't know if we've ever had this conversation, but jobs, employment history, things we've done. We're not going to be saying like names.
Can we not?
Places.
I will.
I mean, we can. It's up to you. But there's just certain ones that I don't.
Oh yeah, I won't say all of them. But
yeah, there's certain
my
ones.
First job. Like,
yeah.
Who cares?
What was your first job?
Food Town.
Mexican as fuck.
Southeast Mexican.
Was it
girl
the one
on Scarsdale?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we lived on. Well, my mom's told. Anyway, I was technically 15, so I wasn't supposed to be working yet. You have to be 16. But me and my friend Kevin were hired on at the same time, and that was my first ever job. Girl, I was like getting my check.
She was an independent
shit.
woman.
It was fun to have a job that young.
That first check, when you get your $400 like 20-hour work check, you're like,
I made it.
You're like, I'm balling out.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you bought with your first paycheck? I remember exactly what I bought with mine.
What did
because
you buy?
My first job, get into this nerves for your work, boots the house down. My first job, I worked at fucking Toys R Us.
Oh, I do remember that.
Toys R Us holiday season customer service rep. I did what I normally do when I'm looking for a job. I'm just casting a super wide net. I'm going to apply to every fucking position. And then if you give me an interview, which one do you need me more for? And, just kind of keep it at that. So I applied for a cashier and a customer rep position. And during like the group interview and then during like the culture hour thing that they did, it wasn't until my third time being there during training that they were like, okay, all of our cashiers are going to come over here and then our customer service rep is going to go over here. And I was like, I don't know which. So they were like looking through the paperwork. Oh, Caleb's the only customer rep. So like all the other people went away. It was like 7 or 8 of us that got hired that week. All of them went away and it was just me and one other girl that went to customer service rep stuff. And we had to do layaways. We had to do all this bullshit. But my first check was a paper check. I opened my bank account that I have now. And I bought my turntable that I have for records now. And it's going to be 10. It's going to be a 10-year-old player in November.
Wow.
She's showing her age a lot, but I love, like, I wanted records like all through like junior year of high school. Like I was looking, like all these bands were doing all these really cool pressings and stuff, and I was like, I'm getting a record player.
Wait, how old were you?
17.
Okay.
When I had that, yeah.
Okay.
Because I just did athletic training through high school, so I was like, I want to do athletic training. So once senior year rolled around, didn't make it to playoffs.
Who the football
girl
team?
our senior year?
Did you have high hopes?
No, but I was like, damn, can we win more than 2 fucking games, dude? We really won 2 games
so bad.
We were so fucking bad. But yes, I remember what my first check got me, and I remember exactly how much it was too, because I was so excited. I immediately budgeted it, and I think that this probably set me up for failure. I got paid that day. By that next week, all 400 of those dollars were gone. And it just like, there was like, from the jump, from my very first paycheck, there has never been like
a structure, like
I need to do, like, these are like, I'm 17, I have no bills, but I need to think about like,
that's where what your parents should have came in and said, hey, let's talk about it, because now you have a job. It's okay, I went to the same thing. Now in your 20s, you have to figure it all out and
Fuck.
learn about
And when you're,
401ks and
whoo,
Roths.
I'm looking into them. See if
I
they
have
can help with
two.
my tax return. You have two of them?
Yeah,
Okay, tell me how to get that set up because I do have a little post-it note in my office. It's like I need to do this for tax season next year.
I will help. Yes,
But
yes.
how was Food
Food
Town?
Town was so fun. Like,
Really?
it literally was such a fun job because I didn't, it was just a cashier job
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like a big grocery store. Like, you went there if you lived
Fuck
in the
this
neighborhood.
bitch. Fuck that bitch. She took our room,
Yeah,
mind you.
we're in a different
You're
room.
one person in a group seating of four. Okay, girl. Mind you, as we're 9 minutes into this episode, she decides to now walk out, die. Anyway,
She could have been left.
she could have left.
Anyway, it's Sunday also, so like, what are you doing working on a Sunday?
Literally, Sunday. God said Sunday's the day of rest. Can the
Mm-hmm.
church say Amen?
Amen.
Exactly.
Because don't ever want to love my job where I fucking work on a Sunday.
Hell no.
Unless it's like I'm an actress. I'm like, hell yeah,
Something,
clock
yeah.
me in.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, going back to Food Town, it was so fun because it was just like a local grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like because it's not like HEB where it would be like
No, it's like a
fucking
huge
packed.
chain.
Yes, yeah. So it was fun. I worked with Kevin, and then I made a lot of friends there. I was again, well, I had turned 16, I think, when I worked
Mm-hmm.
there. So I was like checking out the cute boys and having a good old grand time. I was always getting in trouble for talking a lot, and they would have me with no bagger because I would just talk the whole time, and they wanted me to not talk. They wanted me to just
Like
stand there and
why is socialite, well, I can tell you now as someone who's worked with a union, like why is socializing and talking to your coworkers so looked down upon?
yeah.
You know,
It was
I feel like there's worse things that you could be doing with your coworkers.
right. And
Hashtag some people out there do. I
yes,
personally don't.
I know what you're talking about because I'm the one. Anyway, um, yeah, they would
Woo!
get mad at me and they would leave me with no bagger, so I would have to bag my own
And then
groceries.
they're bitching about you because your
Yes,
times are
yes.
slow. It's like, girl, you don't give me a backer.
Yeah, so and then I would get in trouble because I have resting bitch face and they would always think I'm mad.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? Not talk,
You don't want
giggle,
me to
like
do
love.
this. You don't like. You just like. You want me to be a robot at that point?
Fuck me. I would
Like,
literally always get in trouble for that.
hmm.
And then I know it was just fun.
How long were you there?
I don't know, maybe a couple months. Because
Yeah.
I remember working while I was still in high school,
Hmm.
obviously. And then I was so tired because I would get off late. Well, for me, it was late because I
Yeah.
was just a little spring chicken.
Right.
Like, I needed to
Spring
sleep.
chicken. These fucking. I move too much for this shit to like fuck like
He can't sit
I
still.
can't. Even with my medicated ADHD, I can't sit still. As you
Ugh.
can see me swiveling, there's going to be a lot of movement this
No,
episode.
that's fine. I actually like a swivel chair because you can.
Love a swivel chair.
Um,
So yeah, you worked there a couple months.
yeah, those are a couple months. I can't remember exactly how long,
Hmm.
but that was when. Oh, there was also a Taco Bell in that parking lot. Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
So I would go eat Taco Bell all the fucking time.
Hmm.
Just
And
walk.
and it's a stone's toss from there. You literally just prance your little
Yes.
feet.
Yes.
My favorite card store to buy all my nerd shit. Shout out Strike Zone, phenomenal little card store in that same shopping strip. There's a lot
Really?
of Viet places over
Yes,
there
there
too.
is
Ooh, they're also very
the Hong
tempting.
Kong food
Oh, girl,
market.
the Hong Kong food market across the street. Ugh, I love, I love. For me, Toys R Us was a crazy time.
It
Like it
was.
was a like for a 17-year-old kid to be literally harassed, berated, talked down upon because someone didn't pay off their layaway. Someone didn't get something in their layaway that they thought they put up. It's like, we create this layaway with whatever you hand us in your basket. We don't touch it until it's paid off.
I didn't even know that you could do layaway
Hmm.
still. I don't know about
Well,
now.
back then they did, and even then people were like, they still do layaways? Like, duh, there's toys are fucking expensive. Like
Yeah.
people are gonna work through it. Um, but we like I went through so much shit in such a short amount of time. Like
Tell us your
just
war story.
girl, I worked Black Friday. And this was my first kind of experience with just because the schedule says you're off at this time does not mean you're off at that time.
Yeah, I
And
hate that, by the way.
my thing was, and I do think that that is bullshit. Like, if you're worried about the way that labor cost looks on your scheduling and this, that, and the third, okay, make a better schedule.
Right.
Make a better schedule. If you think people are going to be out till 12, but putting it out till 12 means that your labor like stuff is going to be too high, cool, move everyone's shift until you can get them out at 12. It's very simple changes that management just doesn't want to do because they're lazy fucks. But Black Friday, I think I was scheduled to work 5 to 11 or something like that. And my dad, like, I still wasn't driving at that time, so I was just like, pick me up at 11:30 maybe. They
Oh.
might keep me. They might keep me a little bit late. I am still 17, so there's no way they're going to keep me past midnight because that would be out past curfew. I'm also 17 and a minor. Like, I should not be working this long and also not this late. Mind you, 5 to 12 is a 7-hour shift. You are supposed to get a lunch break. 11 o'clock rolls around. I'm talking to management like, hey, I'm off at 11. Like, I'm only in high school. Like, I know I'm on Thanksgiving break and shit, but I'm still a child. Like, I
Yeah.
should be leaving soon. They're like, oh no, no one's leaving until we finish all. It was called reshop. So, like, if you brought toys to the front and you were like, I actually don't want this anymore, we just throw it in a basket, and then there would just be baskets of toys that people didn't want. So they're like, oh, no one's leaving until we finish all the reshop. So I looked at it. I was like, okay. I was like, come back in a couple hours, Dad. He was like, a couple hours? He was like, 1:30. I was like, you can try for 1:30. So I didn't get out till 3 in the morning. Yeah, there was that much reshop. And they they bought they bought soda. They got a soda for everyone at McDonald's
About
as your
what the
like
fuck,
as your treat for staying that late. I had to like buy candy to just like
bitch?
survive that fucking shift. And I was like,
Because you were
this is
hungry?
I was starving. I was like, oh, like I ate dinner at 5, but I was like, oh, I'll be off at 11. We can probably get something on the way home. It's late,
Yeah.
whatever. It'll be cool.
No, one thing about me is
Not at all.
you do not want to.
Who is calling us? Okay. Anyway, food. Don't mess with me when I'm hungry. Type beat. Because
Bitch, are you
yeah,
like that too? Because
I
I cannot.
I try my hardest to control it
No,
because
I
my
can't.
my least favorite thing is when someone is like they it gets to a point where it feels childish. Like
Please tell me more about that.
I can contest when someone's like, if you can vocalize like, I'm feeling this way right now because I need to be like, if you're being short but you're also simultaneously being like, I'm feeling this way because we need to get food. We need to get food right now. We need to drop it. I'll be like, cool, let's go. Like, let's do it. Like, because I'm always down to eat. Always, always
Right.
down to eat. I'll
And
always get me a
if
little
not,
something.
like I'll just
I'll
go
get a
with you.
drink.
Let's go. Let's
Even then,
go.
if we're gonna go get some, I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna get a little tweet, like a little treat, little pastry, something. I'm not gonna leave empty-handed to the food spot. Hello,
Right.
especially if someone else wants to go. And nine
Right.
times out of 10, if I'm like, I don't really want to go, I'll pay something for you. Let's go. Keys are in my hand. I'm picking you up. Like that's how it works. That's if you ever want to get me to do something, just say like, hey, I'll cover you. And I'm
Right.
like, boots, yeah, let's go.
Right.
So my dad was pissed. My dad was pissed when I got. He wasn't mad at me. He was mad at my job because he's like, you're a kid. You have now worked a 10-hour shift almost with no lunch. We didn't give you a lunch, like, and they're making you work this long and this late. Technically on a school night, he was not happy
What if you would
with
have
that.
gone in there and been like, "Hey, my son needs to leave now because he is underaged and he hasn't eaten." And
I
would
don't
you have been
know.
like, "Dad, stop"?
No, I would have said, "Get me the fuck out of here," because he just he pulled up to the thing
I
and
would
he's
have
like,
cried
he
as soon as
waited.
then.
I think he said he waited like 45. Like I was supposed to get off at 11, I think, or 11:30, and I was like, okay, latest they're gonna keep me is midnight because that's technically minor curfew. Like I can't be
Yeah.
out that late, to my understanding, because I was also going to shows a lot, like through junior year and senior year, so I knew to be home by midnight at least. If I wanted to get food or something with friends afterwards, I knew to get my ass home because if I had a run in with cops, I'm 17 years old, 16, 17 years old. And that could,
Yeah.
potentially take away me having the ability to go to shows. So that was one thing I stayed on top of. So I was like, A job's not going to break the law.
Do you think they give a fuck?
Girl, girl. So
Did you
that
quit after that?
I didn't quit. I worked all the way through. I got as many shifts as I could. Got my first experiences working full time. Um, during the our like the 2 week break that we have for school. I worked damn near every
God,
single
working
day.
while you're supposed to be on break? Fuck
Yeah,
me.
dude. Yeah. But literally from that Christmas season until this Christmas that we just had, I've always worked the break. Like, I've always worked either food service or retail during Christmas break. So I finally got to have a taste of what it's like to just not do anything. And it was really fucking sick. It was so refreshing to
And you're
just
gonna
be
have
like,
summer. Ugh.
love. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to this summer a lot. But that was like one of my big war stories. I love telling this next story because I was one of the only guys that worked at that store. They never wanted the cashier girls or the other customer service rep girls to do the cart returns. So they were like, "Yo, Caleb, can you go out and do
At
that?"
Toys R Us?
Yes,
Oh,
like
okay.
get the carts from like the corrals and everything. Um, which who the fuck are you to tell me?
But you are a girl too, so
Like, hello. That was one of my first times that I'm like, I'm not like these boys because I'm like, why are you telling me to do that?
yeah.
I don't do that. That's not something that I do. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to sit here at the customer service desk and look pretty. Like, I don't.
I just got my nails done,
Like,
so
hello. That's you want me to do manual labor? So I'm. It was the Target. It was the Toys R Us right by Target.
yeah.
So it was like that whole strip with Kohl's and everything. So I'm gathering baskets from that front area right at the door because there's just a ton that people just immediately abandon. I was like, let me get the ones that are closest. So I'm grabbing them, and there's this woman walking towards me, and she has the nastiest look on her face. Like she's pissed and she's on her phone just strutting by me. As we pass, I kind of go, I shit you not. It was like she reacted to me. She said, don't ever make that fucking face at me ever a fucking again. I stopped in my tracks. Like, I I don't think I had felt that fear in a really that was like
Like your blood went cold.
my mom is about to beat my ass. My hands are cold and clammy and my heart is racing. So I'm just like collecting baskets and I turn around and she's like, you made me look like a goddamn fool in that fucking Walmart. You're over here telling people I don't got money for this, that, and the third. You don't know what the fuck I do. And pissed. I was like, I need a breather.
So wait, she was talking to
No,
you?
she was on the phone. She was on the
Oh, so
phone
then
with
you thought
someone,
she was
and
talking
I
to you.
thought it was just like she said something so like on point and on the nose with that specific
Yeah.
interaction. It just so happened that she just got done having that same interaction with someone else.
Yeah.
I was like, this woman's gonna kill me. Like,
Well, it
I'm
was
gonna
fun.
die. I'm gonna die, y'all.
You bet you learn your lesson to
I
not make faces at people.
no, I don't think I did.
Well, not where they can possibly see you
Because that's
because
what I thought. I sat there like with my hands on two of the cards. I was like, because you remember how Toys R Us had like the whole
yeah.
wall of like that. I was like, because it was nighttime too. It was like 8:30 at night. I was like,
Mhm.
and I'm just like,
Petrified, shaking boots.
like dragging them, and she's still walking away. I'm like, oh my god. Eventually, management did have to get called on her because she was in the parking lot, like, fuck you, you fuck, what you fucking fuck, just going off.
About what?
Someone saying she don't got money in the Walmart, which I mean, honey, if you're
If you're that pissed about it.
hashtag let's not say what that say, hit dog gonna holler. That's
Mhm.
all I'm gonna say about that.
That's so country and southern of
Hit
you.
dog gonna holler. That's one thing I
Mhm.
love saying. My friends and I got started on that one, but that was one of my like heart stopping moments. I was like, holy shit. I think I still have my clock and card somewhere too. I do hold on to stuff like that.
I have my high school IDs.
I have my high school IDs. I have almost every single name tag and clock and card
Oh no, I
from
don't
all of my
have that.
jobs. I just like little I stole a like the pager coaster thingies. I stole one from one of my serving jobs
That's
because I
cool.
was like, y'all ain't gonna miss this.
That's
This is my last
very.
shift.
That's very. Do you have trinkets?
Boots, I love. I have a whole box of like birthday cards, Christmas cards,
I
like
keep
little
birthday card.
notes,
I love when
notes that
people
people
write me
wrote
shit like that.
me, my name tags. It's all just like memories. I'm working on scrapbooking the ones that I can. Like obviously I can't glue in a fucking island pager to
Yeah.
like, with the fucking
That's
number
so
on it.
cute.
But I like keeping on to all of those things.
I
So
also feel like if I throw something away that someone gave me, I'm like, they're gonna die. So
I worked through that because my people in my life, I don't want to say specifically who, but some people in my life
have died.
just buy me shit that's just like, I don't like this. It's just gonna sit and collect dust. You
Yeah,
know?
but it depends if it's like really bad or they're like, give me a receipt, then that's fine. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
a gift receipt. But usually I like to keep everything because I think it's OCD where I'm like,
Yes, if I get rid of this thing, this person's gonna die next week, and then this is my last memory that I have of them, and now
my
it's in the
yeah,
landfill. Yeah,
my mom would like give me a sandwich and a napkin, and after I finished the sandwich, I couldn't throw away the napkin.
like this is the last napkin
Like,
my mom ever gave me.
no, no, no. It was like she's gonna die if I throw it away.
That's literally what OCD is. It's crazy.
And it was when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
like 8. So
Yeah,
what the fuck would I was supposed to know about OCD?
you
But it was
know,
like I
that's
thought
the
I
thing,
thought
dude.
everybody did that.
I thought so too. I thought that for the longest time, and I'm like, you guys don't imagine like really bad car crashes every time you like go past an intersection.
You guys don't think that people are gonna come get you when you did like you're just
Nothing. You're
chilling at
just
home,
chilling at home. Yeah.
or you
Someone's
don't?
just gonna break every time. My recent one that I really hate, when I get home from the gym, like late at night at my house, I like open the door and I'm like getting all my stuff. I'm like, random crackhead is gonna like run in and stab me in the side and like drag me out and then
Because that could
stab me
happen.
more. It could.
I've heard
Could
people.
happen.
I've heard like the craziest things in my head like happen to somebody else, and I'm like,
And that's the
I
thing,
told
dude.
you.
That's one thing that Max does all the time. He's like, "Oh, you can't do that because this catastrophic thing would happen instead." I'm like,
I
"Why
can't.
would you tell me that?"
We can't.
That's the last thing you should tell someone with OCD is like, "Hey, this really awful thing that happened that I read about online could happen to you too." And it's like, "Cool.
Oh,
I didn't even think about that kind of
I have a
shit."
story about that so bad because I am the type where I want to be informed as much as I can if anything's
Mhm.
going on with me, like health wise or whatever. So whenever COVID started, my sister was pregnant, or
Mm,
she got whatever. She was like 9 months pregnant in the heat of COVID, like big time. And then
that's
she got
scary.
COVID while she was 9 months pregnant,
That's
about to
so
deliver
scary.
in like 2 weeks. And
Hmm.
they're like, if you don't test negative in less than some days, then we're gonna have to do some. I don't know what it was. I can't remember now, but it was
Hmm.
like bad. Like
Mm,
she was already like big pregnant, couldn't breathe,
hmm.
and then had COVID on top, had to be isolated. So I feel really bad that I
Hmm.
did this. But again, I want to know everything that there is to
Hmm.
know, especially if I were in his, like I was putting myself in her shoes. So I saw this video of this lady that had COVID and didn't get the vaccine, and she died or something like that, and her baby died. So I sent her that.
Well, literally the last thing that you should send to someone who's like,
I sent her that.
what do you remember what like month it was? Was it like April,
um,
May?
she was born in August or
Oh, girl,
September.
yeah, we were deep into the throes
Yeah,
of
it was
like
just.
the world is opening up again and everyone's mad. They're like, oh, it's just everyone's getting sick. Yeah, it's fucking COVID. Everyone's getting COVID back.
I
I
wonder
don't
what it
know.
is.
I don't know why everyone was so fucking quick to run back to go outside.
Well, because
You know,
it was
like
summer. It was summer.
everyone was so quick to just be
Honestly,
like,
if it would
we
have
need to
happened in the
travel.
winter, I would have been like, cool. I
I
don't
think
even
people would
want
have
to do.
killed themselves. I think we would have had like mass suicides if people were locked inside and it's like cold, dark, and drab outside. Because you have
Oh,
to
you're
think like
right. You're right. You're right.
it was during springtime that people were like, I'm wasting so much time. I'm so depressed. Like I don't know if my relationship is working because I'm stuck with this person all day and da 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 da. I'm like, bro, I'm chilling.
Go outside.
Imagine that with people who are like, if there's 5 hours of sunlight in the day,
Oh no, you're
and then
right.
the
I would have killed
holidays,
myself. No, no,
yeah,
no.
the
I would
holidays
have.
would have been
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah.
The
I would have
holidays
killed
would have been
myself.
so bad during COVID. My holidays were terrible during COVID. Anyway, back to jobs.
Wait, wait. I have to
Okay.
finish my sister COVID story. Um, and so she was like, oh, I don't know when you would send me that, and I didn't even think anything of it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, I just thought like you would. It was so bad of me. I feel so bad still to this day.
It's like, hey, here's this awful thing that happened.
That could happen to
Have a great
you.
day.
Um, so then my she told my aunt what I did, and my aunt was gonna call me and curse me out, but my sister was like, "No, she didn't mean it that way.
Mm-hmm.
She just meant it like in a informative way."
Mm-hmm.
But I like sometimes when I'm falling asleep, I think about that, and I'm like,
All the regrets and all the shit you should have never done, said, or looked at someone because you're just like, fuck, dude. Yeah, that sucks. So,
anyway, back to
what
job.
was your job after Food Town?
Hmm. Here's another thing that I'm experiencing. I have like
Memory
memory
lapses.
loss
Mm-hmm.
so bad where it's like I'm having a conversation and then they're like, "You already asked that," and I'm like, "No, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't," and I get upset.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What's happening to me?" And
Mm-hmm.
that shit, it's kind of scared me. Whatever, I'll talk to my psychiatrist about it.
Your friends
I
aren't supposed to be your therapist. I don't owe you anything.
can't.
I hate that shit
We're
so
gonna
much.
talk.
Fuck
We're
all of
gonna
you.
talk about that and love it, hate it.
I'm gonna put that in my hate it
Ooh,
therapy speak from normie bitches.
exactly,
We're gonna get to it.
exactly. Or they're like, "Who told you that TikTok?" Fuck you. How about that? Anyway, I don't know what my job after that was. I want to say like, oh my god, I don't know.
Do you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Okay, because my second job after that, I jumped into food service afterwards. I was a host at Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen.
I
Um,
forgot you
this was
did
like
that.
March through like June or July. And it was terrible. I worked Easter morning. I worked Mother's Day. I worked spring break. Like just all graduation season, Father's Day, or no, Father's Day is in July, June. I don't know exactly, but there were a lot of like those holidays
I
where
was
it's like
about to be
we're
like,
just gonna go out for lunch with each
yes.
other, and every fucking other person wants to do that too. I had to work those, and I
Oh,
worked.
Cheddar's is good.
Cheddar's is good as fuck
I haven't been in a
though.
minute, but it's
I
good.
my grandma loves it. She's like, "Do you want to go get groceries and go to Cheddar's?"
Are they the ones that have the
Yes,
croissants?
yes, girl. And you know the best part about them?
What?
They start giving them out for free now. Yeah, you get them with your meal. You don't have to order them separately anymore. It's
Mm.
so fierce because those were so good.
That
But I'm
used to
like,
be
I'm not paying $4
that
for
used to
that
be
shit,
such a bougie restaurant back in the day. Do you
dude.
remember that?
Literally,
It
it's
was
like
like,
we're going
ooh,
to
we're going to
Cheddar's.
Cheddar's.
Like it's that illusion of. I will say though, they do make everything from scratch.
Really?
It is really sick. There's very few things in
Still?
their kitchen. Maybe not when I started. They were still like their own independent thing.
Mm.
But then they got bought out by the Darden company during my time working there, which is the same company that owns Olive Garden,
Oh, they're
who we
done.
know famously is just
I actually went
fast
last
food.
year for the first time in like years, and
Hmm.
I was like, ugh.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. Every single time that there's that never-ending possible that comes on, I'm starving myself for 2 days right before I go in for that dinner, and I leave sick. I leave
I
sick, and I have my to-go box on the side.
I mean, I fuck with the breadstick still, the salad, like
Still
all
fierce,
the
still
staple
fierce.
things are still
Yeah,
good. Maybe what I had was bad, but
the peach Bellini tea. It's all fierce, but
mm,
Cheddar's was awful. Like I just from the jump, they're like, okay, you have to wear like black jean or like black pants, but it can't be denim. Your shirt needs to be tucked in, like all this shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm just walking people to their fucking tables
yeah,
and like making sure that the flow of work doesn't start to like overwhelm, double seating, triple seating, all that kind of stuff that happens in food service. Just being cognizant of it, answer the phone, wipe down the menus, roll silverware, all that kind of stuff. Um, but my time there was not fun because they were like, "Oh, you need to buy, you need non-slip shoes." I'm like, I
oh, those clunkety
I
clunkers.
girl, I found some really nice canvas slip-ons that looked fierce. That was one thing about me. I'm not wearing those clunky, ugly fucking non-slip shoes. I found those slip-ons that I wore until my next job after that, which you were there for as well. We
I
had
think that was my next job.
was it
Yes,
Freebirds?
yeah.
Okay, we'll get to her. I don't have any really like crazy or heinous stories
About
from
Cheddar's?
Cheddar's.
I think it's
I
just bad because
do,
it's like people are just irritating.
yes, and it's also just like when you work food service, there's just like a certain level of filthy that you get by the end of that shift.
Yeah.
You're caked in like not only your own sweat.
Did you ever run food?
I ran food a little bit.
That was my worst.
It
Oh,
was mainly when the girl, like the tiny little servers, were like, "I cannot lift this,"
that's too bad.
and I'd just
Just
be like,
kidding.
"Fine, whatever, I'll get it for you." Um, then they'd also like the silverware that would go through the machine, like this, like the big crates. If
Yeah.
we didn't have like the roller thingy on
Yeah.
the bottom for it, I would have to carry those over. It's just a lot of like, Caleb, you're a boy, you're big and strong. Can you do this thing? No, my
I
muscles
get
are not for
I
that.
get that because I'm a tall girl and I also am a little bit muscular than
Mhm.
most. So they're like, "No, you can help." I'm like, "Well, no. Why? Because I'm tall.
Can I get a please?
Stand on the table, stand on the chair."
Can you get this? Can you get
Also, if you
that?
made fun of me when I was younger because I was tall, I'm not helping you.
Because now it's beneficial to
Because
you,
I remember. I
literally.
may have short-term memory loss,
Hmm.
but that I remember.
Yeah. I do at Cheddar's, like the worst day. We had this really awful, like a shift lead. She wasn't a manager, but she had like
But she acted like it.
managerial. She had managerial duties. Like she was kind of like a shift lead. Like she was kind of in between that.
Yeah, I get it.
But she was just like the biggest cunt in the fucking world, dude. She would
I
just be
bet.
like, "Hi, how are we? You're actually out of dress code, so I will be sending you home today. Yeah, thank you. Goodbye." Not even a, "Do you have this on you? Can you do this?" Just like, "Nope, you're gone. Bye. I have someone else on call that's going to be ready to do this for you." Like, just a fucking cunt.
Okay, bitch, do we work at the fucking general hospital and we're fucking
Hello?
surgeons? Chill the fuck out.
So that Sunday that I worked was the Sunday after the Pulse shooting. And that was like I was that was like my like summer again, we're going back to summer 16. Shit was lit. Shit was lit. Um
10
freshly
years ago.
graduated college or freshly graduated high school. The world feels so bright, fresh and new.
You have so many
You're just like
opportunities.
looking forward to everything, and I'm like at that time I was really like owning just being a gay guy, and
Oh,
I was like, boom. So I was just like not having it that day. That was like the first thing I read when I woke up that morning.
damn.
So I
That
was
was
like,
10
well,
years
that
ago?
was 10 years ago, dude.
That's crazy.
They're tearing down the club and they're making a big memorial for it, which is really sick.
About fucking
I
time.
know what don't know why they kept it up for so long. I think it's been blocked off for that long, but it might have just been a tax thing that they've been doing. Um, but I remember that same bitch manager kept coming to the front. She's like, "We need to make sure that we're talking to all of our guests the entire length of our
Did she
walk."
really talk like that?
Yes, the entire time, literally. You know that. You know the video of that someone's like recording this, like he's like a black manager guy at some fast food place, and they're like, "This man's doing this and that." He goes, like he
No, I
smiles
need to see
big as hell for the
that.
camera because he's just like he doesn't give a shit. Love him, but like she had like that level of like cheesing going on.
It's
She
fake.
got onto me 2 or 3 times. Her last one was like, "Caleb, do I need to put some Vaseline on your teeth to make sure you're smiling every day?"
What does that mean?
Touch me and die, bitch.
What does
How about
Vaseline
that?
do?
So Vaseline on the teeth is a like performance theater thing.
Really?
Yes, you put Vaseline on your teeth to because if you like put Vaseline on your teeth, A, it shines more, but B, you don't want that shit on your lips. So you're to
Mm.
keep yourself from frowning. So it got to a point where she said that, and I was like, I like rolled my eyes or something. I was like, whatever. And she was like she just went to the back, and then they were like, "Can we see Caleb in the back?" I'm like, "Oh fucking god, what now?" So she's like, "We've been like it was her and another manager that were like sitting in the office. Which why are you as a manager sitting down in the office on Sunday lunch duty? Fuck you, die."
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're like, so like the other manager was sitting there. He's like, "Oh well, she's been telling me that she's had to get onto you for your behavior and this and that." Like, they were, and I just start crying. I'm like, I don't like. I just interrupted them. I'm like, I don't know if y'all know, but like 20 people just died at a gay club. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, like people of my own community are fucking dying right now. I said that to them and they both went, I was like, so excuse me if I'm not feeling really up to smiling the entire time when my community is literally being targeted right now. I don't want to be here. They're like, oh, we understand. Ma, ma,
Oh,
ma, ma, ma.
now you
Now you
do.
get it. They're like, would you want to roll? I'm like, yes, I would want to roll silverware. And I'm going to listen to my music because if you rolled silverware in the back, couldn't listen to your own music. I was like, I'm
Why?
gonna go into the back because you have to be ready. I mean, that's another thing. Like, why is it such a crime to listen to music while you work? Why is it such a crime to sit while you work? Because now, as someone who's doing paraprofessional work, I have entire weeks where I'm sitting down doing jack shit, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sit. I'm playing literally fucking New York Times games. Sometimes I'm doing a crossword just to keep my brain
Yeah.
enriched, or I'm listening to a podcast. Hey, hello. Like, those are the things that
Hello.
I'm doing. And like, if you try doing that at a fucking food service thing, it's like food service or retail, it's literally the end of the fucking world.
Yes,
If
it
you've got
is.
time to lean, you've got time to clean. How
Fuck
about I
you.
scalp you? How about I take your scalp and shove it down your throat and hang you from a fucking pole, dude?
Trying
Like,
to lean
dude,
you up eventually.
it filled me with such, like, thinking about it still to this day, it just feels so culturally insensitive
Yeah.
to just expect that from someone, and then just like to say
Also,
that you're
just
gonna put
ask.
Vaseline on my teeth.
Also, just ask like.
Because me, how I am now, I would say, go ahead and try. And I probably, like, the person who I am now, I would have gotten fired that day
That's the
instead
thing.
of.
Was she way older than you?
She was like 35
Yeah, so
ish.
she knows that she could talk shit to you because you're
Mm
young and
hmm.
you
Mm
weren't
hmm.
gonna say anything back.
But that's the thing. You get me in that back office, I'm going to tell you how I feel, and we're not going to have it. Like,
That's good for you.
I've never seen it as like, manager is here, you're here. We're here. We're team players.
That's how it should
The
be.
only thing that you have is the ability to unlock this store, hire and fire, and make the schedule. You are equal to everybody else that is fucking here. So I know I've had a lot of managers that don't like that, which I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to get a paycheck. Love. I don't like it's. I'm not here to make friends. You know, that was probably my
I'm
most
not your little
heinous thing.
friend.
I'm not your little friend. I'm not. I don't. I don't know who you are, but I'm not one of your little friends. So that was like one of the craziest things that happened.
By the way, that's a
To
line that I
checkers.
can't wait to tell my future children. If I have them, I'm like, let me tell you something. I'm not one of your little fucking
I'm not one
friends.
of your little friends. I heard that one so much growing up. Holy shit.
You did?
Dude, my mom is like hella cultured. Like, there's so many things that people are like, oh, you have a black mom if she said this. I'm like, Griselda said that shit all the time.
Griselda
Like,
is such a cool name.
she is. I love my mom's name. I hate that she goes by Lisi because I tell her all the time, I love your name. I love it. I tell everyone your name is Griselda.
Yes, that's
Like, it's
iconic.
such a beautiful name. I have two students that have similar names to family members. Almost got me there. But
Oh, you're about to say it?
I tell them all the time, I'm like, that's such a beautiful name. Don't change it. Don't change it. Don't go by a nickname. You have such
Me
a
with
beautiful
my
name.
middle name that I could not stand
Yeah.
when I was growing up because if I don't know if you remember back then it was not cool to be
It
Mexican.
was not cool to be Latinx,
It
y'all. It
was
was not a fun thing to be
it wasn't cool
Latinx.
to know Spanish. It wasn't
Mm-mm.
cool to be bilingual, to have a Mexican name,
To
last name,
accept
middle
your
name.
cultural
Yeah,
heritage too. That was one thing that I stepped into. Once I found out about Dia de los Muertos, I was like,
yeah, you
we
love
get
that
to
shit.
celebrate death. That is so
Yeah,
awesome. Like,
they do it
dude,
big
it's
over
amazing.
there.
My grandma's really talking about going during
That would
like
be so fun.
my grandma
When
really
is
wants
it?
to go back November 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
It's always the days, the 2 days after Halloween. And that's why I love it, because it's like, bitch, we just got off of being Halloween, and being Mexican, of course, we're gonna extend the party. So now I get to do
Yes.
that. And it's also a celebration of life of family members, which I think is so beautiful. Like,
Yes.
that was one of my first things that I started to really like step into and like own at a really young age.
Did you ever watch Coco?
I did, and it broke me. It was so beautiful. It's such a beautiful film.
I bawled crying
Hmm.
in the movies,
Yeah.
like sobbing. I really like, especially being Mexican. It's like
Open mouth crying, just
holy shit. A
yeah.
kids movie has never made me cry that much.
Bridge to
And
Terabithia did that to me.
yes,
That was
yes.
terrible. I saw that at 6 years old with my karate camp over the
I need to
summer.
see that in private because I will still cry to
Yeah.
this day.
I remember watching that and the scene happen, and I'm sitting there crying, and I turned to one of the chaperones that was like cool with everyone, knocked out. I'm sitting here like, and funniest fucking thing. I was like, like
Wake
all of
the
us
fuck up.
crying, dude. All of us crying. But yeah, being Mexican was not the shit back
It
then. Just
wasn't.
having any kind of cultural or
Yeah, I would pretend I don't know Spanish, and there would be people speaking Spanish around
mm,
me, and I would act like I don't know.
you know, speaking
And
English.
I say my last name and my name in the white way because
Carrasco.
it really pisses me off when people are like, "Ca-
Carrasco. It's
Carrazzo,
not that hard.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's one thing I do try and be as a teacher, especially working in my very whitewashed
oh my
area
god, wait,
all the time.
I'll let you say that, but the one
Yes.
so I won't forget. When I graduated San Jack, they butchered my full name so bad that people didn't know that I was walking.
That
That was watching.
sucks,
And I
dude.
was like, what part did you say Nelly? Not
Right.
at all.
Right.
I'm like, you fucking bitch.
And isn't it just Nelly Guadalupe Carrasco?
Yes.
It's not even that hard.
I remember
It's
in
not even a typical Mexican thing where you have like five names. It's
yes.
literally first, middle, last.
In high school, they rehearsed it.
Hmm.
But I mean, I guess
Because I mean, they were more culturally sensitive.
yeah, I
At
guess
least our
now they
school
don't give a
was.
fuck.
I mean, some colleges do. I've seen a lot where like their card that you go up with them, it'll have their name and then you can write a specific pronunciation in, which
Yeah. I
And
didn't.
it was also crazy to me that during my college graduation, yes, because I graduated college, guys. Yes, I graduated college. I do have a
Right.
bachelor's degree. We didn't have a rehearsal. We didn't have a grad rehearsal. They were like, "Yeah, just show up at this time. Everything will work itself out in the end."
Did you ever graduate San Jack?
No, because I
No,
was
that's
like,
exactly how they were too.
because like for that one, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my associates in 2 years." No, the fuck
Let me tell you something.
you're not. You think you're getting out of university in 2 years? You think 2 years time you're going to be educating people? That's fucking hilarious. Universe said boom COVID. Universe said boom relationship. Universe said boom, here's another like a plan switch up
I could
on things,
I
dude.
could literally cry with how like thinking about my life back then and what I thought I
Hmm.
would do and then like getting in the real world and you're like, holy fuck.
It's intense, dude. It's a
Cause you
lot.
never know.
You never know what, and that's one thing I try and drill into my students because a lot of them, they are very privileged, and it's like even with all of these things set up, sorry OCD, your parents could die tomorrow, and then you're left with an inheritance, but you
But
don't
people
have that
don't
guidance.
people don't think like that. And I'm like, I wish I could turn my brain so I don't think like this and I
Dude,
could
I
just live in the
yeah,
moment. My therapist is always like, think about now, live it now. I'm like, I
you
can't.
can. It's so impossible because you're always thinking about like what's going to go wrong or when does this stop feeling good.
Can't.
Yeah.
That was my one topic that I wanted to really figure out last week. Of course, we're
Hmm.
not going to figure out in one session,
Well, yeah.
but I was like, when something good happens to me, I always have a thought, well, this is going to end.
The
So when is it
pendulum
going
is
to
going to
end?
swing the other way.
And it's going to be really bad.
Hmm.
So what's going to happen? When's that going to be? And I can't ever enjoy what's right in
Hmm.
front of me. And she was like, well, you have to just think about now. And I'm like, you're about to piss me off.
I'm going to jump across this table and hurt you right now.
Because why? What am I here for then?
Hmm.
I literally had to just be like, okay, okay.
Sure. Sure. So after my Cheddar's job, after that little
Oh,
tangent,
yes.
after my job at Cheddar's, I feel like this might be a longer episode if I don't trim down the shit.
We were only at 30 minutes,
Okay, yeah.
right?
But
31.
after my Cheddar's job, I started working at Freebirds, the burrito place. And back then, Freebirds was really fucking cool. They
Is it
were
not anymore?
no, they're so originally in 2016 they wanted to be where they're at now. They wanted to clean up their image. They wanted to like everything be a little bit cleaner, more pristine. But back then, Freebirds was known for hiring like tattooed freaks and weirdos. Like if like back in those times, like even 2016, it's crazy how far things have come. If you had like facial piercings, tattoos, if you were any sort of like remotely alternative, they would like people just wouldn't hire you because you have visible tattoos, because you have a nose ring and those kinds of things. Like now I feel that I'm pretty fairly conservative looking like compared to a lot of other people that I worked with. But like now people don't bat an eye at it, but I think 10 years ago people were
Of
definitely a
course.
little bit more strict, but they were starting to. lean out of that. So Freebirds was kind of built, and it's in their name too, Freebirds. Like they used to have a fucking Harley motorcycle with Lady Liberty eating a burrito blasting out of their
Do they not
sidewall.
have that?
I think they call them Libbies. I think every store has their own Harley motorcycle and a Libby. They should. I think they do, but a lot of the color and the fun of it is gone. It's all just like sky blue, white, black, and orange. They were starting to kind of roll that out whenever I was working there. So they were noticing, where's all our clientele? Duh, you remove what makes your brand unique, and all the people that like your brand being unique leave.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works. So they started doing that for about 3 or 4 months, and then the remaining like 8 months that I was there, they started to kind of like go back to those things because their brownies used to be called pot brownies, and they had a little tie dye sticker with the F on it. Yeah, it was fierce. They used to have a lot of fun
They
at
did.
Freebirds. It was fun. Um, but yeah, that was my third job. I had a lot of crazy shit happen, but I also made like a lot of really good friendships there. I met a lot of really sick people.
Did you?
I did, yeah. I met like my lesbian manager that had a huge crush on my sister,
Who?
Jess. Yeah, dude,
Oh,
she
yeah.
would hit me up all the time. She's like, "Bro, your sister's so fucking fine, bro.
Really?
You're like
Aw.
you're gay. Like none of that stuff like rubbed off on." I'm like, "Girl, no. She is a straight woman like my sister."
Is
She's like,
she?
"I mean, as far as I know, I mean, you never know. Things can change."
Jess was cool. I like
Jess was chill
Jess.
as fuck, dude. I loved working with Jess
I also
because
worked there, by the way. I don't know if you said
yes,
that.
we'll reach that point. But I started working in that summer of 2016 all the way through until the next summer. So at that point, that was my longest lasting job. I loved having that on a resume, and I loved having so much
You did love that job.
experience. It was genuinely not a bad job up until the last couple months when I was like fighting to get a key holder position because I just like wanted it. I had worked kind of up through their ranks that they had. Like you start just doing front of house stuff, and then you start working on actual prep, and then you kind of start doing closing duties, and then you kind of start doing like the cash tips, which we didn't have that many of back then. They kind of start to slowly throw you another bone of responsibility and see if you can handle it. But my last like 4 months that I was there, can you sit put? They had me opening. So opening shift, I think, started at 7 a.m. It was typically a 7 to 3 shift. You would everything back then, at least that they made on that line, was made fresh every single morning. All the meat, all the beans, all the rice, the queso, the fajita veggies, and then you had your cold side as well too that you would break out. And on top of putting that entire thing, setting that entire thing up, you then had your prep to make for the next day as
Yeah.
well. And typically the kitchen was split up into the hot side and cold side. So if you were working on like rice, beans, meat, you'd work on that side. And then behind it would be all of like the pico, salsa, all that stuff that you have to make. And that was very labor intensive for little 19-year-old me. Sliced my thumb open on a blender because we got a Ninja blender. I entered flow state, and normally with an older blender, you have the blade at the bottom, dump everything that you need, set it on, flip it, go back to every 5 other things that you were working on. Did that, hit the flip the switch. Hey, I just flipped the switch, and then I just hear. Zzz, I'm like, fuck, I forgot the blade because our other one was literally like a
And you
70s.
put it in there while you didn't turn it
Girl,
on.
our old blender was this 70s ass. It still had the wood paneling. Like the like
Mm.
the white that it should have been was a deep yellow. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
It was old. The wires were hella frayed. And the only reason it got changed was because I was like, "Hey, so this is an electrical hazard.
Yeah.
We should get a new one because someone could get electrocuted and fucking
And
die."
then you
And
sliced your
then
thumb.
yeah, so I ran to the back. We're in the middle of a rush doing this, so I ran to the back, grabbed the blade, and I see this now in a calm demeanor. You don't think this way because I tell people this story and they're like, "Why didn't you do this?" I'm like, "You didn't work food service. If I tell this story and you say, 'Why didn't you do it this way?' You have never known what it's like to be like, I've got all this shit going. I've got 3 timers binging in my ear. I have the microwave going off, like all this shit. You don't know what it's like. Normally, I would have gotten another quart container, dumped everything I needed into that, put the blade in, dumped everything in there, throw it with the dish pit, whatever. I grab that blade and I have it kind of like, I'm holding it kind of like this. Like I'm holding the top part and my thumb is on, literally, this is a 2 day old Ninja blender. I'm like wiggling it in and I just go, come, shh. And I go, I had salt, lime juice, jalapeno, and cilantro all in that bitch. Immediate, like burning, just burning. So
Yummy.
our first hand wash sink had a ton of rust on it. I was like, cool, tetanus, don't want to do that. Ran to the back sink.
Tetanus.
Girl.
The thing that you
I was like, tetanus, cool. Ran to the back one. Ran to the back. I had just gotten done cooking all the chicken and repanning everything. I had like 6 pans of just raw chicken juices sitting all on that. And my brain went,
Salmonella.
salmonella. So I just go in the mouth and I'm like, fuck. Tasted good as hell though. I'll tell you that salsa was delicious. Hello.
Did you need stitches?
Yes, I had to get 3 stitches in my thumb.
Fuck.
Yeah. And it was literally just I just sat there with I was like, fuck, and I'm just like covering with the I was covering with the rag that I had. Funny enough, that manager, I'm not gonna say his name, but you remember?
Yes.
Yes. He was gonna be on a 9-day vacation the next day.
I remember.
I felt so bad. And I was also, I'm sorry, why are you as a manager during the middle of a rush sitting in the office before your vacation? I'm sorry.
He was clocked out.
He wasn't.
Mentally.
He was working. He was always mentally clocked out. But I just knock on the thing. I'm like, I'm sitting there with my thumb covering the bag. I'm like, hey, so, and he just goes, and he reaches behind him, grabs the medical form. He's like, what happened? I was like, I sliced my thumb open. I literally told him I sliced my thumb open with the blender. And he's just like, are you going to need stitches? I was like, I'm probably going to need stitches. So I had to call luckily enough, it was like 2:45ish. So my mom was able to come in and get me and take me to Memorial Hermann ER. Yeah, that was fun. Everyone at that job was fucking each other. All the managers.
Not me.
Not me. Everyone on management team was fucking each other though.
They were very, and you know how you said
each other,
and they're not Christian.
They're not Christian, dude. It's so bad.
So whenever you were like, "Oh, they hired like weird people," it's true. But then they hired me.
Well, I
was like,
I vouched for you because I was like, "Hey, this is my friend. Get her hired on so I can get the $75 sign-on bonus."
Oh wow, what a bitch!
it was literally like $75 or like $100 sign-on bonus. The stipulation was you had to stay there 90 days. Your bitch ass quit at like 86. It was
no way.
Yes, dude. I was like, hey, how long is she? They're like, she missed it. They were like, she missed it by like 3 or 4 days. So okay, fuck you. You owe me $100. You owe me $100.
Oh please. Oh please. This fucking this fucking job had me so fucked up. The girl, what was her name? Little skinny one. Tiny one.
Darlene.
The small, white, skinny.
With blonde hair? Or with red hair?
Yeah, white. Yeah. So she, at first, when I walked in, she was like real cool, real chill with me. And I don't know what happened, but the next shift that I came in, she had it out for me. She was like, we can't do that. Don't do that. Like at everything I did. And I was back there watching it because you want to know why I got in trouble? Do you remember?
I don't.
Because of my nails.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
They were like, that's not safe.
It's not food service
it's
safe.
not. But I mean, like we had gloves on, and then I was like, you know what? I think I could kind of understand it. Mm-hmm. But then there was another girl that started working there who also had acrylics, and they didn't tell her shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, so it's me. It's just me. It's personal. Yeah. And then I went and got another set of acrylics, and I was like, I just put these on. I'm not going to take them off. And I remember exactly what set it was. I loved it. And they were like, they put me on suspension or like, what was it? Like,
I think just like took you off the schedule and started.
No. I was still on, but it was like I was like on not timeout. I don't want to call it timeout, but basically like I was only in the back washing dishes the whole shift. The whole
I think it was also because like we would just be on some bullshit anytime we had the same shift.
We were, but
Literally,
we got you
literally,
done.
we have Latusier because of
And
that.
Zanny bucket.
Lettuce is Latusier now.
Yes.
And then the sanitizer bucket. I told her, hey, can you make a print? Ooh, okay, we're good. I was like, hey, can you print out labels for this Sani SANI sanitizer bucket? Why does this bitch hand me a label that says XANNY bucket? She handed me those. You handed me those with so much confidence. I was like, I think we were those two label situations. I think had us dying laughing until we almost puked. Like
We
that was
literally,
the funniest
if
fucking
I go
thing.
back on my Snapchat, there's so many videos
I
of
probably
us.
yeah, I think dude, yeah, that was a time. A
And
time
we
was
would go
had.
back in that the freezer. I remember going back in
Mhm.
there when I wanted to hide, but it was low key cold as fuck. So it was like I
Yep.
still remember the smell of it.
Let's just go home smelling like onions and cilantro the
It
entire
was
time,
definitely a
dude.
time, and the food was
The
definitely
food was
so
bomb.
good.
One of the best fucking things. Anytime I closed with Jess, she was so fucking tight. Every other manager would be like, all the food needs to be weighed, logged, and thrown away. We can't take it. Jess was like, weigh it, log it, and then make your food. I took home an entire fucking quart of queso one time. I grabbed that burrito and I went
Mm.
bitch. And I still I'm so glad that I took the time to learn kitchen skills in there because there's still so much shit that I know how to do. I can make rice and beans like no one's fucking business. And the other
Mhm.
thing is too is like I made black beans one time, like that was Freebird's one. Literally salt and bay leaves. That's it. That's all that you put in those.
Yeah, you don't need
And I
much.
think onion powder too. But it's literally like two or three ingredients. I made them for my grandma, and she was like, "These are so good. What'd you put in them?" I was like, "They're literally just Freebird's black beans. It's this, this, and this." She's like, "Oh my god!" And now she makes them that way. Mwah. Their queso, I
Mm.
have that queso recipe burned into my brain. Anytime I
Send it to
make
me after.
queso, I will. Anytime I make queso, I made it for our work party one time. Guess whose crock pot was empty? Love.
Isn't that the best feeling in the
Oh,
world?
bitch. I felt so pussy. We're having a chili cook off on Monday. Yeah, I
Mm.
didn't sign up for anything though. I'm just gonna go get some desserts and
That's not
decide.
fair.
Yeah, but girl, there was like 9 people that signed up to bring up a crock pot of chili. I think you'll be okay. I think I can skip out this year.
That sounds like it's gonna make my stomach hurt.
Girl, everyone gonna be
Bad.
shitting and tooting in
Bad.
that junior high gonna be hot.
Bad. It's gonna be musty in there.
Bad girl, it's already musty because of those kids. Why did I tell you that the 7th grade hallway got funky the first week back to school? I rounded that corner and it
Do you remember being like that when you were a kid?
no, because my mom drilled it in my head.
And you're
Like
also, well, I don't think being gay. Well, it might be.
it was like I remember at a super young age, I like when I had my like swoopy emo hair.
Yeah.
I was wash, condition, heat treatment. Like I was on that shit, dude.
You're
Like
like, what? You guys don't do
I was
that?
like, you guys don't take care of your hair this way because the other emo boys would just be hop out the shower, towel dry, fry that shit straight. Baby, my hair was healthy and it was also straight because you can do these two things at the same time. Sebastian Potion number 8. Mwah, that was I still, that and Bio Silk. Those were like my two leave ins afterwards. That just like got my shit right. Um, but yeah, that was Freebirds. There's a lot of other stuff that people did. There was one manager that we had that was stealing steak, literally the most expensive thing in that goddamn freezer that they had. Well, not a freezer, a walk-in fridge.
Yeah.
The most expensive thing. She wasn't stealing like one or two little flanks. This bitch was going home with like, you remember how they came in like the big bag of like 15 pounds?
Yeah.
She'd take that home, and it took them weeks to figure out who it was because there were so many different like scheduling discrepancies and inventory
Did
only
they not have
happens so many.
cameras?
Nope, there's no cameras in there,
Oh.
which they probably do now.
Yeah.
Especially everyone probably going in that fucking walking and fucking each other.
In the walk-in?
Girl, that manager office got funky, which is
It was musty in
crazy.
there. It was
Girl,
musty.
why would you hook up with someone in your place of employment, number one, as the manager? And number two, why are you going in the office of all places?
And then his wife would come in.
With that kid. Meanwhile, he's secretly fucking a 19-year-old girl. Crazy. I actually saw it. He walked in to Lush in like 2021 or 2022, and it was one of those things where I was like, I think he knows that I know because he was like, hey, I was like, oh, hey, how are you? I was like, yeah, I work here. Love my job. Love working at Lush. You know, it's great. I smell good. That was my joke. I was like, ha, go home smelling good instead of smelling like onions. He's like, yeah. He's like, I work at a chemical plant, so still go home smelling bad. I was like, damn, your life sucks, dude. Crazy, crazy how that works out. But after, funny enough, during that summer, I wanted to try and do Cheddars and Freebirds to have like a joint sleigh. But there was one Sunday I've either like forgot to tell Cheddars that I couldn't work that day, or I got scheduled at Freebirds or whatever. I had a scheduling discrepancy and they were calling me and I was like, oh shit, like I'm an hour and a half deep to this schedule, like to this shift already. Like I can't come in. They're like, so you're not coming in? I was like, I can't come in. I'm at my other job right now.
Yeah.
I don't drive. I can't just drop everything and go to you guys. I would need to go home, which is 15 minutes away, shower, change, and then get back here. I'm also going to have to wait for someone to pick me up because I don't drive at this
Yeah.
point. And they're like, oh, okay, well, have a good Sunday. And they took me off the schedule every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. So like I get paid 1 week from Freebirds. That week afterwards, why was I still getting tip share?
Mm.
$70 to $80 just went on for months. It went on for months, like literally like 3 or 4 months of getting paid like that before I guess someone caught it and I didn't have login information to like check if I was scheduled, but I was still getting tip shared.
Okay.
Baby, I took that coin.
Come on, God.
Hello, thank you. So after Freebirds, so that was like summer of 2017 for me. That summer is when I started dipping my toe into the retail world. And I remember when I started working, I was like, I want to work at the mall. Oh, that's going to be so fierce to work at the mall.
No, it's not.
It's not fierce to work at the
Where'd
mall.
you work?
So my first mall job was at Journeys. I
Oh,
started
figured you were gonna
working,
say
yeah,
that.
girl. I started working at Journeys like it was like June maybe. I had quit Freebirds in like May ish, so I kind of took a couple weeks off, and then that summer I started working at Journeys, and it was fierce. I loved my Journeys job because my manager was a really cool guy.
Yeah.
I worked at the one at Baybrook. It was really sick. It was really fierce. I literally have no bad stories about that place. Like the only time that we had to do the floor to the floor bullshit was when we had visitors there, and our manager would tell us, "Just do it according to training today. They're gonna leave in 2 hours. Just do it. Make sure that you're doing this, this, and this. Keep it up. Everyone's gonna get Starbucks." Cold brew with vanilla and half. Thank you, love. Like,
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how we had the same kind of job. Well, I worked at the mall after that too.
mhm.
If I'm remembering correctly, I worked at Express. I hated
Fierce.
it. It was
I
horrible.
bet your KPIs
Horrible.
weren't looking good.
My what?
KPIs,
What's that
key
mean?
performance indicators, conversion, how much. Did they ever show you those?
No. If they did, I
Girl.
completely fucking forgot. I was like, my what?
Huh?
Yeah, no, I fucking hated it. One time they made me work overnight and stay like to rearrange the whole store, and I had to stay there until like 7 a.m. I would literally just go hide in the changing room.
Hmm.
I just couldn't. It was me and two other guys. That's it.
Hell
And I
no.
only had to do that
Which,
because
why are you as a manager scheduling only one girl with two men?
exactly doesn't sit right with
Nope.
me.
I would just schedule only boys.
I literally
I'd make
yes,
sure they're fat and I'd make sure they make out with each other too.
and watch the camera.
I'd watch the cameras all
No,
night.
but they after that, look, I literally I'm not a girl that is meant to work hard, like
No, not at
ever.
all.
Back then and even more now,
Hmm.
because. But what are you talking about? Stay here
You
till
want me to do
7
physical
a.m.
labor?
And they were like, the manager there were like middle aged. Um, I think it was a girl and a guy,
Hmm.
and they took their job so seriously.
Girl, those people who are at what I like to call end of the line jobs,
Yeah. And guess what?
they'll fight tooth and nail for that shit.
The lady hated me. Of
Of
course she
course,
did.
of
Of
course.
course she did.
And you know what it is? Jealousy.
No, but she liked another girl, but she hated me.
Probably because she didn't see her as competition.
Like, oh, clock that. So yeah, I literally hated every time I worked there. I don't know how long I worked there for, but I was like, I am getting out of this fucking piece of shit
Hmm.
hellhole place as fast as I could not do it.
Yeah,
Working at the mall is a different type of beast
it
for
is
sure.
hell on earth.
Yeah.
Like the bullshit piled up in Vietnam so fucking
Shout
fast.
out to all the people
Dude, if
that
you're and the
still work.
thing is what's so crazy, at Lush at least, we would check KPI. So we would be able to see how like traffic, how many people are walking in, conversion, how many people of those people are actually buying something. And then it would break down their basket into this is their highest ticketed item. This is how many items they're buying, all that kind of stuff. And like what the average of their entire basket goes. Crazy. Lush is like secretly like super, super numbers focused behind the scenes. Yeah.
Love that.
Crazy.
I bet you a Virgo runs that.
Two Virgos run that bitch.
What did I say?
Shout out to my old team. Still love them. Um, But Journeys went totally cool. I got discounted Warp Tour tickets. That was literally the last year that they stopped selling Warp Tour tickets, but I got to go to Warp Tour for like $15. It was so cheap. It was so fierce.
Warped Tour is over, right? They're not
Nah,
doing
they're
it.
coming back, but they do like Pomona, California, New York. Like it's kind of it's not the touring festival that it was back then. And it's a lot of really shitty acts. It's a lot of acts that I don't really like anymore. And it could just be my taste in music changing, but I just feel like Warp Tour is a shell of what it was. But what are we at? 53 minutes. Okay. Journeys was fierce. Loved it. Our manager that we were cool with, I worked from June to like November, which was really fierce. They were super. There were a lot of other college kids, so it was just like, what's your work schedule or what's your school schedule going to be, and then fill in the gaps with who can come in, and then everyone should at least have one weekend, like one weekend day that they can work. Because my manager was so chill and they kind of knew, they moved him from Baybrook to Pearland. And I was like everybody followed him. Everybody that could drive was like, "Oh, I'll drive to Pearland if it means working under you." A couple people quit, and I was just kind of left there. So it was like a whole new team. Everyone was like, "Make sure you're doing your 4 to the 4." I'm like, I'm not gonna overwhelm these people with all these options. You asked for one specific shoe, try it on. If you like it, cool. Can I give you another option or an alternative, whatever? Now, I don't know if that's still something that they do. I don't go to Journeys for my shoes anymore. I
No, I don't
usually
either.
I go to either like I go to Vans and funny enough JD because I get my
Hmm.
New Balances and my Nikes and stuff like that from JD. Um, but manager left, I was left there, and it was like the first I think week of November, and I was like, let me go see if Lush Fresh Handmade Cosmetics is hiring for the holiday season. I got there literally. I was like the last round of hires that they were doing. They're like these are like our last 5 people that will get worked there. I think Brenda and I worked there.
You did.
We did. That was really sick. We I think we either drove together. I know for sure we drove together. I think the next year, but that first year, I think my parents dropped me off all the way in Memorial City Mall, which is that you could literally ask my parents to fly to China instead because that is so far out of the scope of anywhere that they want to be.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, I have to be here 10 a.m. to 5 this weekend, and I'm all the way in Memorial City. Yeah, girl. So, first holiday season at Lush was so fierce. I was so young. I was so naive. I was so just spry and ready to be a part of the Lush cult. But it was good. I had
Lush
really
Cult
good
is crazy.
girl. It's a cult. The higher up you get, the more brainwashed they get. But that year that I worked, we made a really good Christmas bonus. My shoulder piece, I got started with that. It was like 250 line work that we did, and that's pretty much what everyone did with their Christmas bonuses when they would get them. Is
Get
they would just
tattoos.
everyone was like, "What tattoo are you gonna get?" They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna use my Christmas bonus to like finish my sleeve and da da da."
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that was my first mall experience
Did you ever
with
work at the
that.
mall, or those are the only two?
So after I tried to stay on for the holiday season, or after the holiday season in 2017, but I was very passive about it. I was like, oh, I mean, if an opportunity arises, because I used to be that way. I used to be very like Just like, you know, it's like
Optimistic.
not optimistic, just being more like, you know, if the opportunity presents itself, just not being headstrong with things
Yeah.
because it was a very like it's just a lot more passive than I am now. Because bitch, I came back 2018. The second I touched out, hey, do you know if you're going to have any positions available next year for core staff? Because I want a core staff position. Did I mention that I want a core staff position? Just letting everybody know here that I do actually want to have a core staff. Are you thinking about leaving? I heard that you're moving. Actually, is that true that you're moving to Colorado because you're actually one of the part time people? Because I want to actually take your position whenever you leave.
Yeah.
Like I was
As you should
on
be
that
though. As you
shit.
should
But
be.
that's what got me that position.
Yeah.
And that was my longest lasting job up until that point. Like I stayed at Lush for so long because shout out to my manager, shout out, I'm not gonna say her name, but shout out to my manager at that time. She was super, super flexible with everything. Like
It smells really good in there.
and you go home smelling so good. Like
Mm.
Max works there now. So I'm like, fuck, dude, you come home smelling good. And now that I've had enough time and distance away from it, I have totally forgotten what it smells like, but it is that Lush fragrance. And I'm like, damn, you smell good. Like it's so fierce.
Do you think that you would work there over the summer?
Fuck no. Fuck no would I ever work at Lush. They wouldn't hire me.
Oh,
They're not gonna hire me.
because you left on bad terms, didn't you?
Well, I unionized their workplace and they don't like that.
Oh,
Yeah, they love posturing. They love free open borders, like protect black trans voices, and then the second you're like, what about labor relations?
who said that?
Notice how quiet it got. Right, that's exactly what they do, and you're met with so much fucking hostility for just trying to make your work life better. To
Mm,
just dip into their greed a little bit in order to pay for things, in order to make things better for the people that are already so loyal to your business.
exactly.
Crazy.
Ooh, I need
So,
to get some of that super milk again.
uh, yeah, I think we might have some extras. I don't. I'm starting to fall out of love with super milk.
Really? Why?
Yeah. So my hair care routine, um, Sunday or Monday night, probably Sunday night because my hair looks crazy right now. Shampoo, condition, and I've been using one of their hair oils lately, which has been
Oh,
really sick. I normally juggle between that and their hair moisturizer, Revive. Love Revive. Revive is one of my like desert island products.
really?
Literally, like if I could only have three things from Lush, it would probably be Revive or the retread conditioner because the retread conditioner is made for people who like reapply
Mm-hmm.
product and oil and moisturizer because it has specific ingredients that help lighten the load a little bit. Kalamazoo face and beard wash, almond oil, kupuwasu butter, apricot kernel oil, and just a little bit of pineapple juice to help with the brightness of the skin.
She's
And
on it.
then I would probably say either the Full of Grace facial moisturizer or the Argan facial oil. Those are both my moisturizers that I use. I have not found better oils and moisturizers for my skin since then, and I've been using them for like 7 or 8 years at this
Okay,
point.
shout out Lush promo.
I will say they like there's certain things that Lush does super fucking well, like really fucking well. And those products that I really love are the products that I think are their like everyone thinks Super Milk is their best product because it smells good. I don't think that it is. It's good to an extent. Like I wash my hair on Sundays and Monday, Sunday or Monday, and then usually Thursday night or Friday night I do what's called co-washing. So you're
Yeah.
using a conditioner. They have a bar form one that smells like mango that I love. Shout out Mango Co-Wash. She is being discontinued, unfortunately. So I need
Damn.
to get myself a big ass fucking loaf of that shit because that stuff's phenomenal. I'll do the co-wash, and because you're not shampooing your hair, there's already kind of remnants of product left in. Then I'll go in with super milk afterwards. So Friday night through Saturday. By Saturday evening, I'm like, I need to take a fucking shower because I'm so sick of smelling this everywhere. Like, super milk is just fun up to a point. Like once I get to that point and it starts turning into a sensory nightmare,
Okay, I get it.
I'm like, okay, we need to get this shit out. And then it also low key dries out my hair. It has acetyl alcohol inside of it, so
Cloth though.
it does kind of dry out your hair a little bit, just a smidge, but it also depends on hair texture.
Yeah, of course.
But 2018, I actually went back to work at Journeys because this is when I started to drive. 2018 is when I started driving. I drove to Pearland to be with that manager after they didn't hire me because he was
Oh,
like, "Oh, I want you to work with me." He's like, "You're phenomenal. You're great with selling. You're doing all these things." Worked there for a couple more months, and then come like June or July, like right up into the summer, the regional manager, I don't remember why they fired me, but the regional manager was like, "You need to get that guy off of your team. He's not good." And I think it was because I was just like, I think the 4 to the floor is bullshit. It's a waste of time, resources, and money to just sit here and throw shit at you, because 9 times out of 10, when I do your 4 to the floor, that person immediately leaves because they're being feel like they're sold to. It's not like a genuine connection that you're making with them. I mean, you are selling to someone at the end of the day.
Right, but it's still, I don't want to feel like I'm forced or like you're
Right,
doing
or
too
coerced,
much.
or
Yeah.
whatever. So he didn't like that I would call that out, and then he was like, "You need to get him off your team." So I just like would check the schedule, and for like 2 weeks after, I had no shifts, and he wasn't answering me. So I just added him in the group chat. I was like, "Hey, why am I not on the schedule anymore?" So then he texted me in private. He's like, "Hey, he said this and that." So I just kind of got let go after that, which was really, really, really awful. And then I forgot about this job up until now. Do you have any jobs from there that you think about? Because we're in like
Where?
2018,
Oh, fuck, where was I in 2018? How old were we?
20.
20?
You were 20. 20. Yeah, we're 20 in 2018.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
My thing is though, I remember all of this because
What were you after?
I've retyped all of this stuff so many times, like making a new resume.
You have all that on your
Girl,
resume?
it's not all of it, but just through all of this, like working at Toys R Us. Okay, type that up for
Yeah.
my Cheddar's resume. Okay, and then from Cheddar's, type up all my Cheddar stuff that I did in order to get into Freebirds, and then I would take my Cheddar's and my Freebirds experience to put it into Lush, and then I would take the Lush, and like it just all has kind of compounded onto everything that it's just kind of burned into my memory. I remember the dates and it's specifically what I did.
I don't know if I just took a break from working and then worked at Mercedes the year after, which sounds
Oh
like something
yeah, you worked at Mercedes.
I
you
did.
had you had your little sales girl baddie moment doing that. I just
I was
remembered.
not sales, I was reception.
Still working at Ben's is puss, girl.
Is
That's
it?
puss. Ben's is crazy.
Well, I mean, like, I
I
guess
just
what's
remember. I remember
it?
you had the BMW, right?
No, I had that before.
Okay.
But the BMW is such a crazy story. Like,
We
we
don't talk
don't.
about
That was.
Bruno.
But that at that point, yeah, I worked at Mercedes, and how did I even get that job?
Which that's my question, because normally how most people get into, or the way that I know
You
at
have to know
least,
somebody.
you have to know somebody, but you also have to have the numbers to back it up. Like you
Oh,
got to
oh,
come
oh,
with the
oh, oh,
fucking
oh, oh. I just remembered. It was Leslie. You remember Leslie?
yes.
She was doing that position and she was leaving and she posted
Mm,
like, does anybody like want to apply here?
mm-hmm.
I'll like vouch for
Put in
you.
a good word.
And so she did, and then I interviewed, got hired. I worked there for
Fierce.
a couple months. And I was still in school at this time, so I didn't really take anything seriously. And the
Mm-hmm.
schedule was horrible if you work part time. It
Yeah,
was only like 3 hours during the week, and then Saturday it was like
all day.
all
Yeah,
day.
because most of the girls that work that 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, they get the weekends off,
Yep.
and I bet those weekends were fucking insane. Just people.
I cried all the time
Oh
because
yeah,
not
that's
not
not
because they
fun.
were horrible, but because
The
I
stress.
didn't want to be there. It
Oh
was like
yeah,
my whole Saturday,
yeah.
and I would just sit out the window and watch the day go by.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, when I was there, Miss Eubanks came in, and
Really
she had long hair,
long
girl,
ass weave girl down my
inches.
back. Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Miss Eubanks,
Holy
and
shit.
she was like, yeah. Did you go to
Mm-hmm.
Memorial? And then I was like, yeah. My name is Nelly Carrasco. She's like, how are your siblings doing? I was like,
Oh.
no fucking way, because my siblings were that bad that
Yes.
they knew me,
Yes.
but because of them, just
Mm-hmm.
by my last name. And
Mm-hmm.
she was like, how's Efren? How's Maria? How's I was like, okay.
Okay. What about me? How do I
And
feel? How do I feel in this situation?
but by the way, she has an amazing, well, back then had an amazing credit score, glorious, like whatever car she wanted. She got a really nice car.
I had
I
to
was like,
open up a
okay,
new
Miss
credit card,
Eubanks.
and I had a really bad hit take me. So
Recently,
I had to. It's a credit rebuilder one, but I'm gonna get there.
I don't really stress about credit. I used to really let it ruin my day. Like wake up and see that my score decrease would ruin my day.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna build that
Oh
up.
fuck!
I'll
Money comes, money
you can
goes.
build that up again
Mhm.
so easily.
Mhm.
So just
I
relax.
haven't sweated it because I'm like, I know once I start getting like a full time teaching job, it'll be chill, and then I can really
What
start
are
to.
you not full time now?
Teachers get paid a lot more than what I do.
Well, yeah,
A lot
but
more.
that's what you're gonna do.
A lot more. When I
Wait,
say a lot more, a
would you have
lot
to go
more.
back to school
Mm-mm. I'm technically still in school right now. I'm finishing my. I have 2 more tests to take, and I'm fully certified, and I'll be done.
to be a teacher?
Yep. I just have to
What are you
study
gonna teach?
science. I want to do science and coaching. Those are my two. Those
Oh,
are
what
my
are you gonna
dream.
coach?
Preferably a girl sport. A, because I think that girls want it more than boys do.
Of
Like
course.
they're just like girl sports are just more cutthroat. Boys, sometimes it's about the showboating, sometimes it's about looking good for the girls, sometimes it's to be healthy, this, that, and the third. Girls want it because they fucking want it. And I want to, especially at junior high level, I want to cater to that more. A and B, I feel like if people found out I'm a gay coach, they'd be like, "Oh, you're only doing this so you can diddle my boy." That's kind of where my brain goes. So I'm like, I would rather just be like, well,
Just go with the
just
girlies.
go with the girls. So yeah, my
Wait, we
last
are
job.
at 108, but we had another video that stopped, so I think it's 130 or 140. So let's wait.
Okay,
Is this your last
mm-mm, not by any means.
bitch
I still have. You want to do this one? You want to do 2 parts for this one? Because I could do a second part
for
for this for
jobs?
jobs,
I don't
bitch.
know. How many do you have?
I have at least like 4 or 5 more jobs between this. Yes,
Where?
yes, girl.
List them.
Well, I actually just remembered another one that I had for two
You're done.
months. Okay, so before we go, we're gonna do. Okay, we are gonna have to break this one up into 2 parts because I just remembered another job that I had in between or
And he
during the
has to get
time
this out or
of
else.
journeys and in between, like during the time of journeys, I was also working at this other job. I just remembered it because I was only there for 2 months, but it is another minor job that I had.
And we have to tell
So
you or we're gonna die.
I do. I love telling these job stories because this is also we're approaching COVID as well, and that's when shit was really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was working at hashtag a certain coffee shop that. Whoa, girl, we're
Oh.
gonna get into that. That's the thing, dude. Like this can't be a one parter for me at least. Like I have way too much job experience stuff to get through.
Okay. Hit us
Um,
with your love it and hate it.
my only love it that I have so far, I put love it copal incense. I found a really good
What
white
the fuck is
copal. It's a tree resin.
incest?
Incense. Incest.
No,
No,
incense.
incense.
I
I've been.
hate
I
incense.
love incense, and you know what? You know why I think that you don't like incense? It's because it's cleaning out the negative energy. Maybe that's why you're operating at such a low vibration, is because you don't burn
Fuck
enough
you,
incense. Mwah.
bitch.
I burn. I really like frankincense, tree resin, and white copal. It's just like a dark, or not even dark. White copal is a lot
Oh,
lighter and springy and fresh. You're gonna like incense whenever you visit the apartment. You're going to.
my thing is that it smells like old people.
No, not
Yes, it
mine. It
does.
does not. Maybe the Nag Champa that smells like old people. Not
The
mine.
what?
Nag Champa. That's like a more traditional incense. It's an Indian based one, I think. I don't really care for Nag Champa because it is a pretty heavy one. But
Right? I think
whenever,
that may be what it is
hmm
because it's like so like pungent.
yes, the one that I get, I really like White Copal a lot because it is so light and fresh. It's
Okay.
not heavy at
Fine, fine,
all.
fine.
Um,
Oh, should our next episode be filmed at your apartment?
I think that'd be fun.
Wouldn't it?
I would definitely need to work on getting some soundproofing in there because we literally just have the couch in boxes. It's
Oh.
not. We're working on it. We're both in between paychecks the last like 2 or 3 weeks trying to get everything that we can
Okay, well when
into
you're
the
ready.
apartment. Whenever we're ready, I would love to. I think it'd
Yeah.
be so much fun. But we definitely need a rug. We need some like tapestries. We
Because
just
then the
need something to
background would be
catch the
so much
sound.
cuter than this. Because you'll have
The
your
girl, the background would be cuter. I already have an idea for what I want to do for the couch. And like the background area.
should we
Max has
switch
already
our
agreed
filming
to it.
days from Sundays?
Maybe we can work on it.
Okay, we'll
We'll
talk
spitball
about
it.
it.
But love it. I found a really good new white copal incense that I love. I burned it in the bedroom. It carried all the way over into the, like, you'll see. Our room is on like the other side of where the couch is. I'm like, dude, I smell that from here. That's phenomenal. On for one stick of
Ooh, I
incense to
can't wait to go to
fill
a gay man's
that
party.
room.
I know it's gonna be nice and. Wait, are you
Ooh.
bringing any cats?
Yes, we have. So his mom has one cat that we are going to take whenever we're ready. She's not. I mean, she is a little rushing us because she has like a ton of cats to take care of, so it's one less for her. And then we recently found this really cute white gray boy cat. He's already fixed and he's a goddamn sweetheart. He's just kind of roaming around the apartments. We open the door and he's just like sitting on our porch. He likes to come inside. If we can kind of coax him in to being an inside cat, fierce. I love it. He's such a cute old man. We started naming him Fish. Yeah.
Oh.
So white copal incense, love it. Hate it. Planned obsolescence on electronics because
What the
holy
fuck are you talking about
planned
today?
obsolescence. Bleh. Planned obsolescence is when companies make things to be shitty.
Oh,
They make something
iPhones?
with the end in mind. iPhones, yes. Granted, I am rocking the iPhone 12 Pro. This is a 5-year old phone. I get that. I shouldn't be having issues with my keyboard being
Mm.
laggy. I shouldn't swipe out of my apps and it takes a second for them to go
Yeah,
away.
of course they're gonna do that. They want you to get the new phone.
And that's the thing, dude. It only happened. I had old software on this, and it was running like it was running beautifully. Battery was being held the entire day. My dad takes it to switch us from Verizon to Xfinity for our phones. That motherfucker, not my dad, the representative did a software update on my phone. I was so pissed. I was like, my dad was like, "Here's your phone." He's like, he said he did a software. I was like, he did what? I was like, what? I was like, what did you let him do? He's like, he said he did a software update. He said you were behind. I was like, Dad, you have. I was like, you just put a death sentence on my phone. My phone that is now already paid off has been paid off for the past almost 2 years. He's like, I didn't know. I'm like, I know you didn't. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at this situation. Like, that's just really fucking annoying because I don't want to think about having to get another phone because it's gonna be like I feel like the further and further we get away from older phones, the more planned obsolescence is
Yeah, I
gonna be
turned
set in.
the software update thing
I
off.
turn those automatic software updates, automatic app updates, all that shit is turned the fuck off. And you can notify me every single day. I'm not going to do it because your input, you are literally downloading battery killer software. I can't be on my phone for more than
Didn't they
3 or
get
4
sued for
hours.
that?
They did. And that's the thing. It's like, oh, it's just because the software is running not as efficiently and blah, blah, blah. Personally, I think the software that comes out with the phone is more than enough. There's you get some new emojis and you get a couple bug fixes. Sweet. You have now also
Yeah,
officially
I also don't
installed a
like the
battery
new look.
killer. I hate the new look. I turned all that shit off because I was trying to like swipe through my phone and all like the liquid glass and everything. It was eating up so much just like runtime, like the RAM on my phone, because it's not made to run off that shit because it's a 5-year old phone. Which I get it, it's fine, but still, like I'm so sick. I'm on. This is my fourth phone. I don't want to buy another phone, dude.
Yeah,
And now that I
once you pay it off,
am,
it's irritating because
uh huh.
your bill finally gets lower, but then your phone starts fucking
And of
up.
course, that's my biggest thing is like I don't fucking want to buy
I
a new
looked up how
fucking
much
phone.
I have time left to pay off mine because mine's 15,
Mm-hmm.
and I have 500 something left on it, which I'm like, that's still kind of a lot. If
Mm-hmm.
it were less, I would have paid it off already because I don't want to get another phone
Mm-hmm.
at all.
I will say though, I bought the Pro for two reasons. I bought the Pro A purple,
Right.
purple. Duh, I'm gonna go for it. But B, this was my first Pro model that I have. I've always had kind of like the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
Like I had the iPhone 5C, that's like the cheaper low end
Oh
one.
yeah.
That one ran to the ground really quickly. The iPhone 8, that was like the jet black, like super sleek one, and it
Mm.
still had the thumbprint thingy on it. I
Mm.
still love that phone because that phone was so.
I love the phone.
Mhm. That phone was so satisfying
And
to be caseless with
you know
too.
what else is? easier with, like, if you want to go through someone's phone, all you need is their thumb. So
Mm-hmm.
when they're sleeping, just put that thumb on
You
there and
put
it's
that thumb while
open.
he's knocked out. You give him a little bit of that sleepy time tea before bed. Say, baby, you seem so stressed.
That
Just
puss,
well, that too.
yeah,
Pussy put his ass asleep.
that puss and the sleepy time tea,
Uh
and
huh.
then be
And then
like,
while he drank that, it's a lot harder when they're asleep too. So it's like you can't quite get it.
"Oh, bitch, please." Have you? Oh, okay, we'll talk about.
But yes, that's my hate it.
Oh, that's
I
what we
think I
should talk
have
about in our next episode.
going
Going
through someone's
through
phone.
someone's phone. You've done
I
it, have you not?
fuck yeah, I have. Hello. Okay, and then yeah, we started talking about it at the beginning of the episode, but that therapy speak from normie people, just being like, I don't owe you anything. It's like you do owe people kindness.
Yeah,
Like
and you're
maybe not
not,
random
and you're
strangers.
not blunt. You are a bitch.
You're just because my thing is I can be
I'm gonna
blunt.
have to bleep that.
I can be blunt with people, but I've found a way to reel it in. I usually tell people, "Excuse me if I'm being too upfront," or "Excuse me for being too upfront." But
Tell me if I'm being
is that
too.
or I'll tell people, is that a fair assessment on my part? I've found a way to be blunt, but also not be so hurtful about it.
Yeah,
And I tell people I'm very blunt, and I've had people at work. I'm like, "Do you want my opinion?" Because I'm going to be very truthful up front, and it's probably going to hurt you. They're like, "I don't think I need that right now." Cool, not the person to come to for that then.
and that's literally it.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally it.
Literally. Do you have a love it and hate it?
For this week, I have love it. I have my sister because that's my bitch. My
Same. Love my
my
sister.
sister with the one that has the younger baby. That is my bitch. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and what the fuck was my other love it? I
That's why I
forgot.
write mine down because
No,
I
I
know I'll
did. I
forget.
did put it on the shared
Did you put
notes
it in the
app.
notes?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I see you don't use our shared
I
notes.
don't because internet.
Internet. I love the internet because
Mm-hmm.
here's another thing. I when you I have a question about anything,
Yeah.
you can just literally go
Love it.
on TikTok, Instagram, mostly
Mm-hmm.
TikTok for me,
Mm-hmm.
because I can see a video, they tell me about their experience, they
Mm-hmm.
give me a review, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I found a holistic doctor that I'm going to meet with tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's hopefully going to help me
Mm-hmm.
with my PCOS and my hormones.
Cute.
Because I don't want to, I literally put in the notes, I do not want to be asked about being on birth control because I'm not going on birth control.
That's fair.
I literally have, every time I walk into an OB, birth control, birth control,
Yeah.
birth control. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm not going on it.
Mm-hmm. It's not for everyone, I
And
feel.
it's definitely not for me. My
Mm-hmm.
body hates it. I
Mm-hmm.
will bleed every single day
Oh,
until I stop it.
yeah, that's not fun.
It's like I'm already anyway. Hate it. I have a couple because I've been in
You
a
said health insurance. Make sure to call all caps.
make sure or health insurance. Yes, yes, yes. Because I went to an ENT because, as I said, I have a staph infection in my ear.
So crazy how you ended up getting staph in your ear.
What is staph?
So
Because every time
staph
I
is a
tell people that,
specific.
they're like,
Staph is a really crazy infection to have. Staph is typically from, not calling you dirty, but it typically
"You
happens
can."
from. Well, I don't want to call you dirty
No,
because
I'm
I know you.
kidding.
I know you. You're not dirty. It typically, that's the thing. Like, it's so weird that it got in your ear because most of the time it happens normally in sports. It comes from shared equipment, so like mats that people are on, or like the operation, like the tables that you sit on, all of those things that are shared areas where people's fluids and bacteria typically end up. Most of the time, you're just going to get it on your skin and it's going to be red and irritated and stuff. It's so interesting how it ended up in your ear,
I
of
could
all
probably tell you
places.
exactly how it ended up
You
in
had a
my
guy
ear.
fuck that ear?
No.
He said,
um, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm not gonna tell my auntie because she's gonna be very pissed at me. I have that little camera thing that you stick in your ear when you.
girl, so you put the camera in your puss and then you didn't wash it off and then you put it in your ears. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I stuck it on my ass too. No, it was I just used because I had an ear infection all last year, and
Mm-hmm.
if you don't take all that stuff out, my ear would hurt and I couldn't
Mm.
hear. And they were like, just leave it. I'm like, but it hurts and I
Yes.
can't hear. So what do you want me to do? Come to the doctor every day
Mm-hmm.
for you to clean it out? No. Um, So I got that and I was cleaning my ear out and then eventually it went away. But when it came back, I started to do it again and it was like bleeding.
Oof, yeah.
And I don't know how long the staph infection has been in there. I don't know if that's what it was all last year and then
Hmm.
it finally went away on its own. But apparently staph infection can get really bad really quick.
It can.
And I haven't been able to get my antibiotics for it because my pharmacy is like being a little bitch about it.
Of course.
But anyway, where I was going with this is that my insurance added some cope. I don't know what it is, but I basically have to pay like $300 for my ENT, and then my psychiatrist that I love, that I was getting somewhere with,
Hmm.
um, she's out of network all of a sudden.
Of course.
So now I can't speak to her.
That
I had to
sucks.
find a new one. The new one is pissing me the fuck off.
Hmm. Getting a new psychiatrist is like that
She
sucks
was
because
literally
like
like,
the thing.
"So what do you mean? But what do you? Why do
Yeah,
you feel
dude.
that way? I mean,
Yeah.
what do you explain it to me?" I'm like, "I can't."
Yeah.
That's why I literally had to text you and ask you what that definition is,
Yes.
because I was like, she's making me feel like
I
if
don't
you're
know what I'm
sad,
talking
be
about.
happy
Hmm.
type shit. So I was getting really irritated with her, and then my therapist had just pissed me off earlier that week.
Hmm.
So I was like, "Oh, this is the way people don't get help because
Hmm.
some of you guys can be fucking like yeah,
Incompetent.
like
Like.
don't look at me with that face if I'm already having these thoughts that I can't explain to you
Hmm.
and that are weird to me, and you're looking at me like, what?
Hmm.
Like, bitch,
Hmm.
fuck you. Clock out. Like,
Yup.
don't work here then." Anyway, what was my other hated? Do you know? Do you remember?
Let's
Do
see.
you remember?
Tummy issues and a deviated septum.
Okay, tummy issues. I have found out that I cannot have trail mix. You heard, did you hear me what I said? Trail
Hmm.
mix.
Trail mix?
Trail mix had me bloated
Really?
and backed up for 2 days. Bad. My stomach hurt so bad that I have to like start walking like this.
Oof.
And I'm like, I used to be indestructible. I used to be young and hot. Now I'm just hot and not young. And it's like, guys, I can't have. It's because of the milk chocolate. Can't really have dairy like
Mm-hmm.
that. Once I had dairy in my coffee every day, I broke out in rashes all over my body.
Really?
Rashes.
I think it's probably because of your PCOS.
Yeah,
Like
that's why
dietary
I'm
stuff
going to
probably
my
comes up with
holistic
yeah.
doctor because
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
nobody else has helped with
Hmm.
anything. Anyway, so trail mix is my shit. I love trail mix. The sweet, the salty, I could fuck up a bag in a day. Like
Yeah.
that's type shit I was doing. So I
Hmm.
think like doing it too much because I would sit down and just literally eat
Munching.
fucking that shit
Yeah.
up and like had to stop, had to figure out what it was because I eat the same things all the time because I have tummy issues.
Hmm.
So I was like, it's the fucking trail mix. It was.
Damn.
And
9/11.
then and then deviated septum, I have a nosebleed every single day.
Fuck, dude.
Because I have large blood vessels and my nose is crooked, so it's like
Yeah.
so anytime anyone slightly hits it, I'm bleeding. And that
That's
might
our
be our
cue.
cue. That
Yeah,
might
that's
be
our
our
cue
cue.
to end this episode at least.
Fuck deviated septums. Kiss my ass. When I get my nose done, everybody's gonna be like, who is whatever.
Who
Fuck
is
them.
she?
Right.
Bye. Mwah.